What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to our first video of 2024. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and New Year. I didn't post last week just to give it a break for the holidays, so I hope those were good for you guys, and we're back for our weekly videos as always. I'm not going to leave you guys. There was stuff that still happened over the break, so let's talk about it. Before we get into it, I want to make sure if you're not subscribed, please do so, and if you haven't already, consider hitting the like button for me. That'd be cool. Now, let's get into it. Our first story is a pretty interesting one, and it comes from our friends in Italy at Lamborghini. They have a active toe and camber adjusting technology that they're coming up with, and it's pretty cool actually. It's also not just for race cars. They're making it for street cars, and it's going to be something that kind of is on their Huracan and I'm assuming everything else models too, because they're currently testing it on Huracans in a little test track right now. And basically it like the name suggests, it adjusts your camber and your toe on the fly. It does it within seconds, and it uses two 48-volt motors to move the hub. The hub is kind of assembled like a regular hub, but it has splines on the front and the back to basically help it pivot and move and to give you this toe and camber adjustment on the fly. I don't know what causes it to change. I don't know if you can change it in the car. I don't know if it changes whenever you drive over a certain surface, or you know what I'm saying. I'm not sure how it exactly works, but it is something that they're coming up with, and Car and Driver actually has a whole article about them testing it, so if you want to look at it, you can look into that. But it's actually pretty cool, and if you're like me and you're into tech and just new stuff like that, you should give it a look. Our next story is just automakers continuing to fumble, obviously. GM, again, here we are. They have issued yet another stop sale. I know we just talked about last episode, they had a stop sale on their Silverados. This time they have another stop sale on their brand new Chevy Blazer EV. It apparently is having software issues that's completely breaking the infotainment and the gauge cluster. Obviously they're both all digital, so they're both just bricked, and they don't move. You can't do anything with them, and it's not affecting the way the car drives or anything like that. The cars are still drivable and everything is fine. It's just you can't use any infotainment or your gauges, which are both pretty important. So they issued a stop sale until that gets resolved, which I'm assuming probably won't take too long. It's probably just a software bug, but the fact that it happened and people got their cars and this is happening to people, pretty wild. Our next story is an autonomous driving story, and it doesn't involve Tesla this time, and it's actually probably a little bit better. This story involves the Croatian developer or manufacturer Rimac, and they are creating basically an autonomous taxi system, and it's not going to be released everywhere or anything like that. They're only starting rollouts of it in their capital city of Zagreb. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but they're starting the rollout of this technology out there only, and it's going to be mapped in a certain area of that city. So I'm assuming that the car is programmed to drive in a certain area only, nowhere else, and it's just a little taxi and it drives people around. And if with it being mapped to a short area and not driving literally wherever it wants, or not wherever it wants, wherever the person in the seat wants it to, I guess maybe it'll be a little bit safer, but just the uncertainty of the real world, of just stuff that happens. People jump out on the road, some car may do something weird. Now I'm not sure if drivers are like how they are in America. In Croatia, the driving and the transportation system may be a lot better than it is here in America, because in America, as a whole, we cannot drive. Compared to other countries, we're not that great. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that goes well, and it actually ends up being something useful for them, and it helps improve their public transportation system. I'll let you guys know any updates on it if I find out any, but hopefully it works well. And our final story is about Ford. There's just two quick little stories, and there's just two little things I just wanted to touch on at the end here. The first is that Ford actually said that they're going to be discontinuing the Mustang in 2028. Obviously, they just released the S650 chassis, which is pretty much just the newer facelifted of the facelift, whatever. But they just now released that, and that's probably what they're going to be doing. They're going to make all their special variants and everything before 2028. So if you want a Mustang, like a new one, 2028 is your last year. So start saving. And our final Ford bit is more recalls. They recalled 112,955 2019 through 2021 pickup trucks, F-150 specifically, because they're having rear axle issues, which is causing them to just straight up crash. I mean, no kind of light way to put it. It's straight up just making them crash. So obviously they got to replace that and recall them. So if you are one of those 112,500 or 965, whatever, check your axles. And with that, we're going to end our first video of the year. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys found some time to hit the like button for me, and make sure you guys subscribed, please. That'd be nice. Hopefully we are hitting 500 subs soon, and that'd be really cool. I've been trying to hit 500 subs for the last month or so, so if we could hit 500, that'd be nice. If you guys know of any stories that are happening and you want me to make a specific video about them, or just touch on them here in this these small little videos, leave them in the comments and I'll do my research on them so I can talk about it accurately, and I can touch on it if I feel like it's something that should be talked about here. That is where we're gonna end this one. I hope you guys all have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.